Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Marvel's Midnight Suns, where today we are hopefully accomplishing a couple of these legendary combat challenges. I'm level 23. I wonder if it might be worth taking them out to the training portal. It's a thing I don't generally like to do because it is really tedious. Well, we'll see. Let's just try it like this. We have some potentially fancy new clothes to earn and some abilities that might totally rule. We'll see. Frankly, Limbo does not, or Magic does not need any more abilities to be incredibly powerful. Like she is absolutely bananas as it stands. But if we can earn a little something extra for her, I'm certainly not opposed. Nico, whether Nico is our third slot or not probably does depend on exactly what her legendary ability is, because right now it probably makes more sense to be Robbie, right? Alright, acquire and use the Dark Child card to survive enemy attacks. Challenge is failed if magic is defeated on the enemy turn. We have infinite plays. We cannot redraw or move. Okay. Gain 1 invulnerable. Taunt all enemies, exhaust. Oh, sure. Defeats the incarnation of memory. Well, it feels like a Limbo's Grasp. Plus 15 damage. Alright, there's a very tightly negotiated line here. It feels like you gotta play the Limbo's Grasp, right? Especially if you have infinite card plays. Although it is a real bummer that it's not the upgraded version that creates a portal immediately. So it seems like the next thing you would want to do is Limbo Portal. The amount of damage we're doing here is very carefully negotiated, though. So what, you'd want a Limbo Portal. We're not allowed to use moves. So you would Limbo Portal. Sorry, that's not even the card. Just to get the vulnerability up, because you need the vulnerability. And then you would want to spend a card that doesn't do any damage right now, because you want to save all the actual damage for once the vulnerability is live. Okay. Now we trapdoor you into, does it really matter? We just in front of somebody, right? Because I want to put this thing in a place where I can then kick it and soul blast it, right? Plus this itself applies a bit of damage. I don't feel like I'm gonna make it here. Well, okay, definitely just spent that card without doing the thing, which I feel like is frustrating. Hold on. Okay, can I restart the encounter? Okay. Maybe I need to use, because you know what? Limbo's Grasp first. We use a trap door to maneuver the thing in front of the ley line. Then I'm only losing 5 damage. Instead of losing the vulnerability damage bonus on the Limbo Portal, which is a little bit higher. Did I drop that in the right place? I wasn't even thinking about the fact that she was going to move. I think I may have goofed this up. I'm right. We would still, this is definitely a time to use just normal knockback. Okay, no, the the positioning is just barely fine. All right. Now we use a limbo portal to... The thing is, like, this will do 10 damage when it is redirected into that thing. Is that better or worse? It should be the same amount as when it's redirected into anything else, right? Making it weak, I don't think is... I wish it were easier to test as well. You know what? They put it here for a reason, probably. Plus 10. Yeah, I just don't know. Soul Blast is going to do... So the Soul Blast, the Forceful Knockback does double impact damage. Can I get like an eye on what that would mean here? Okay, yeah, it'll do 15 damage. They've updated the amount of information that is displayed in the game a little bit. Even the loading screen has a little bar now instead of just the infinitely rotating symbol. And I do appreciate that. It feels like they are trying a little bit. All right, let's try this. Let's try a forceful knockback into this thing. $37 plus 15. So I need to deal 33 total more damage. I think we've got it, right? Now I just trapdoor you to in front of any one of these nerds. And then the kick will be 15 plus collision damage. And I have become the Dark Child. Please let this visual transformation be a little bit more rad than binary. Okay, it is really only a little bit more rad, but it is technically the thing I asked for. That's pretty good. Like I said, she didn't need any more power, so anything would have been gravy. Okay. Gain 1 invulnerable, taunt all enemies, and exhaust. It's like another it's like another concealed for the hunter. Except that she can save everybody. But did we earn a legendary card, or did we also get an ability? I think it said Dark Child was the reward, so I'm assuming it's just the card, which is not like, you know, I would have preferred to pick up a new, like a whole new thing entirely that layers on top of everything she's got instead of a card that I'm replacing something with. But I guess I'm not heartbroken about it. It is a very good card. What do I want to replace? I think becomes the question then. I feel like I don't actually want to drop the limbo portals. Being able to put up portals all the time actually rules. Gather is good solid area damage, so it's probably one of our basic attacks. It might be a kick. It might be just like the unmodded kick. Limbo's grasp obviously stays in. Yeah, I think it's replace the unmodded kick. Okay. It does, like, it over and over again, it words the result of getting to the maximum friendship level as an ability, right? which I guess is it's a little bit disingenuous, I think, for it to be a card, but it's fine. Ooh, the upgrade gives it a counter. That's very, very good. We might not be able to afford that, frankly. Gosh, I don't know. I had to say, let me actually here equip it. Yeah, I don't. I guess I like the increased it increases the amount that her horns are there, but it looks so. I mean, I know this is a silly thing to say in this context, but it looks so video gamey. No, I don't think so. I think the default outfit remains the best. She's got some cool stuff. All right, what about Nico's? That one was not too bad. Crack the Sky. So their level is not going to matter here. It seems like all of the numbers are set to like very precise values for the purpose of the test. This is not like the Word of Power. Oh, cool! It crashed. Well, that's fun. Okay, I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna just get us back in. I'll see y'all in a second here. Okay, we're back. It loaded in this time. So infinite card plays, 2 redraws, no movement. Defeat the Whispers to acquire Crack the Sky. Alright, so what am I have to, all of them, I guess? It's not a thing. It's not like the last one. Alright, so these things have 56 HP each. So we definitely, Witchfire is going to have to recast. Empower seems useless. I don't know. We have infinite card plays. I guess it doesn't, it's going to draw us a card at the, or no, Empower doesn't draw us anything. Well, it feels like, oh, this doesn't even draw us anything. Attack cards having lifesteal is completely meaningless, right? Because we have to kill everything on the field by the end of the turn. So this is a redraw. And I guess we redraw off the Empower as well? Okay, Strengthened at least does something. We only at any point had 1 attack card in hand, so double up can only generate. It's going to copy and then copy. We end up with 4 Witchfires. Or wait, did I not read that? Or maybe the other one I guess said heroic card on it. I thought it only did one thing. I guess it has roulette. It determines what kind of card it affects when you draw it. So we have exactly enough to Witch Storm both times. So if I Witch Storm over here, I don't think this is good enough. Is this good enough to guarantee the Witchfires? So we're going to do 48 damage spread over these 2 enemies. And then 48 damage spread over the other 2 enemies. There's a bunch of ways that this doesn't work, it seems like. But we definitely can't Witchfire until it's guaranteed to work against this one thing, right? Okay, these 2 are low enough. You know, it says damage them or random nearby enemies 4 times. Is Witch Storm always evenly distributed? Because it doesn't say that. And in fact, it says a thing that strongly implies that it's random. But if it always distributes evenly, then this works just fine. Well, whether or not it always distributes evenly, it did in that case. And this means that the 2 Witchfires are exactly enough to get the job done. These are not really challenges. These are like very simple combat puzzles. It's like if there's going to be a system of combat challenges in the game, this one and the other one are perfectly fine as initial challenges, like the first tier. Alright, consume all heroism to damage random enemies 1 time for each heroism. Gain 1 heroism for each KO. That's a pretty good card depending on what the scaling of that number is. And we certainly create situations where we have like 6 or 8 heroism that we don't necessarily need from time to time. So we could definitely fire that for a lot, depending on how that number scales. That said, it for sure kicks the shit out of some of the cards that we're using with her. This is bad. Thumbs down. But yeah, those combat challenges are remarkably easy for what should feel like a demonstration of like mastery of the character's abilities. I would like to have seen like the way you access, you take out a huge amount of the writing and acting and very badly directed cutscenes and replace them with strings of combat challenges and stuff, and like teamwork challenges where you're interacting with 2 characters together and whatnot that lead up to some kind of ultimate ability. Use that to replace the filling friendship bars dating sim garbage. The game would sure be a heck of a lot better.
You are the best girl.
Okay, praise the dog.
You know that, right?
All right, and then I guess we're done for today.
I'm here if you need me.
Cool, thanks. I love interacting with Tony Stark. All right, let's modify Nico's deck real quick here. So I think that I really like Curse in theory. Do we want to keep the Curse? Blood Magic drawing a card for the character matters a bunch. I'm assuming Empower does not interact with Crack the Sky in any meaningful way. Crack the Sky's base damage being 100 is probably good enough for the is good enough to justify it being in the deck. That's a good base scalar value for us here. Out of curiosity, were we able to upgrade it? Okay, it's just a 50% boost in damage. It's pretty good. I think I would upgrade Magics first. The thing is, the upgrade requires 2 blueprints, I believe. This one's just weak. Right, because you have to make a second copy of the card, and then you have to do the upgrade at the sparring ring. But I think the upgrade cost for improving a legendary card involves a legendary blueprint. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm misremembering. Okay, so you'd only need 1. Oh, was it? It was maybe I'm thinking of the cost to mod it.
Back again.
Yes, the cost to mod it requires a blueprint. Okay. I don't know if we can get more legendary blueprints very easily. Let's go really quickly here. I mean, I may as well grab that. I hate that this stuff is at two different benches that are 30 feet apart. There's no reason for this.
How can we help you, Hunter?
So we have... Okay, we do have 0 legendaries, of course. I knew that I spent our only one. Yeah, we cannot make a legendary blueprint at all.
Don't forget to write.
So we just have to wait until we are given one as a reward from like particularly significant missions. And so far we have only been awarded 1 in total over the course of the entire game. And I used it to upgrade Soulstorm, the Blade Slash thing, and I'm real glad I did.
Satellite connection to Transia. Get it up on the screen, now.
Hydra's fist grows tighter around Transia, and now Lilith's twisted children roam free.
A glimpse into all our futures if we fail to stop her.
Those people need to evacuate. Are those Hydra soldiers blocking the bridge?
Not just soldiers. That's...
Hey, Captain Wonderboy, can you hear me?
Crossbones.
I know you're hiding out in your little fun house, so listen up. No one's getting out of this country except in a body bag. Or unless you're brave enough to swap places with them. So what do you say? You man enough to face me?
Anytime, Rumlow.
Hold on, does Crossbones think he's like... That dude is too low tier of a bad guy to be trying to pull this.
Rumlow's taunting me, trying to get me to engage.
I know he's all Lilithed up or whatever, but...
Going to Transia would play right into his hands. Yet I can't stay here and do nothing. Those people need us.
You should prepare for the worst. Because even if you dropped everything and traveled there right this minute, you will not be able to save everyone.
You don't think I already know that? We're wasting time and risking lives by standing here debating it.
This is what I've been saying.
So then, what is your plan?
My plan is to stop Rumlow no matter what. If he's gonna fight anyone, he's gonna fight me. After that, I'll make it up as I go along. Rumlow's not going to get away from me.
All right.
Not this time.
Oh, okay. And then they just give you a second copy of your legendary, so you did not need to have used your legendary blueprint to upgrade it. If I break the card down, what happens? Because I don't need another one. There's no use for a... Oh, this is a different... This isn't even that thing. Damage each enemy in an area, 62 for each heroism. Okay. Did I have a copy of this already? Yes, I guess I did. Is it just a 50% damage boost? It sure is. I mean, I don't know. That might be better, like, actual damage output-wise, but it's definitely less fun than the legendary ability we're using now. So I guess I am glad I used my blueprint.
Crossbones keeps taunting us.
Anyway, mission.
Do not engage, Steve.
A new story mission featuring Venom is now available. Did Venom come out? Well, I mean, like, we should probably... I guess Venom came out. I do love Venom. I gotta be honest with you. Okay, so I got into comic books. My first comic book superhero stuff was Maximum Carnage. I was like 8 years old, 8 or 9. That's like the perfect age to be swept away by like the grimdark coolness of Venom. And I was absolutely in love with all the Venom and Carnage shit. So Venom is kind of secretly my favorite comic character. And I mean, like, I know there's plot and stuff, but we should, right? We're going to have to do general missions in between all this stuff anyway. Like, I want to go, I hope nobody minds. I want to go see Venom. We kicked his ass before, and now he's going to join up. Pretty standard Venom arc, actually.
Just because there is talk of a slime monster lurking beneath Manhattan does not mean...
Oh, it does. Look, I know Eddie and Venom. They're not what you'd call unsore losers. And we did, kind of bury them under an old bell tower.
Has anyone seen the creature since?
Long gone by the time S.H.I.E.L.D. showed up. They go to ground when you wound their pride. In this case, underground.
Venom on the loose? Licking his wounds?
And also everything else around
That's a
him,
friendly
because that's just
neighborhood
kind of how his tongue goes.
So, how about we go solve it?
Do you have a question?
You gotta work on your social cues.
Okay, that's a version of the Peter Parker, like, nervous awkwardness that works way better for me. Oh, right, I forgot we have 3 item slots now. Let's... Anti-Material Charm is not a winner. Where is... Here we go. Evil Eye Totem. I think Evil Eye Totem is probably one of the best items. I'd put this slightly below Battlefield Scanner. And this is a powerful set of items. I've got to figure out... They should probably not have given you an outfit that has a huge cape if their cape engine was not ready for prime time. You know, I understand that, like, cloth dynamics are not a trivial problem. I'm not saying that it's... I'm not saying they definitely should have had that on point. I'm just saying if you don't have it on point, don't draw attention to that. Yeah, because it doesn't look cool when it's behind you and you're running. And, like, I like the rest of the armor in the outfit enough for it to be fine, for it to work. But I'll tell you, if they gave us the option of doing the outfit without the cape, I would take that.
We got all the slime in the world. So, where's our slime monster?
Vampire. Ah, vampires.
Maybe it's the Downtown Express?
Sounds like a lair.
Sounds like...
And there is your slime monster.
That's a pretty rad Venom.
Yes, for the side of Vamp over easy.
Not so easy for the vamp.
Oh, gross, Eddie! It's hard to know who to root for in these parasite versus parasite situations.
Parasite?
A demonically possessed symbiote?
With a vampire's bloodlust.
Not good.
Come on, Eddie, don't do this!
They are definitely doing this.
Okay, he's in permanent frenzy. Blood venom, yeah.
I should have known that thing would crawl back.
Hey,
to
did
the
my swords
sewers
get changed?
once Lilith had no use for it.
No, it's my taser sword doesn't. It's not tasing anymore.
Tell yourself whatever you have to.
Not to interrupt, but have you really been eating those vampires, Eddie?
The rarest meat of all.
So if you are what you eat, what does that make you?
Thirsty.
Yeah, that's fair. I really like the idea. Okay, so I'm of a couple of minds about this. I really like the idea of there being a single plot line that runs through all of the post-launch DLC where you're doing vampire stuff and hopefully like it builds to you get to wrestle Dracula or whatever. But I also at the same time do think it's very funny that like this means they get to use the vampires over and over again, and so it just really it's a very silly exacerbation of the extreme dearth of types of enemies that there are in the game. It's like, listen, we went as far as adding a 5th enemy type. We're not just gonna come up with a new thing for each DLC. What do you think this is? Alright, so I kind of want to Mindbender Venom here and just have him like take some chunks out of the Hemolisk for us. Because I do think we're going to have to kill that Hemolisk, probably. Also, for some reason, the rotation, the default rotation speed, the sensitivity is way down from before. Yeah, let's do this. My man, how much do you hit for? Please tell me it's a bunch. Really disappointing. I can't even... Oh my god. The enemies are so weak.
Just like old times.
Alright, yeah, that sucks ass. So I'm assuming that the environmental attacks thing, the environmental damage bonus wears off when the bind wears off, right? Probably. We should probably just focus on killing this. I would love to wild strike it to death, but I don't think... Yeah, I don't think we're going to get there. So I may have to just accept hitting it pretty hard a couple of times. Spidey. My dude. Okay, I cannot move this thing. I didn't think I was going to be able to. So that doesn't really do any damage. I was kind of hoping to get Venom in a position where it'd be easier to knock him into the electricity, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Yeah. Well, we can body check him into this, which is probably a good enough use for our basic move. Sure. Alright, removed with non-melee damage, which we have some of. I think Chain Strike is pretty bad right now. Let's redraw this. This thing's at 663. So this is 92 base damage. I actually don't think I want to redraw that. I'm going to drop the Holy Burst. Show me another big Hunter damage card. Actually, that is probably sufficient. So I could throw out a heal and then go... Well, we'll only have one card play left. Yeah, I guess I can't get to enough... I can't quite get to enough heroism to Wild Strike and Hero combo this thing. We can quick kick it and then do this. That's not going to be enough. I need more redraws. Alright, well, if we can't actually get it with that, then I think I am going to go ahead and just bind Eddie. And just spend an action canceling his action.
This would be a lot easier if you guys just give up now.
Okay, the bonus damage from being webbed up actually does remain longer than the base debuff that provoked it. That's actually really interesting. I think I'm just going to go for the Wild Strike here. Yeah, the Vulnerable's not actually going to do anything meaningful.
You were too weak for this fight.
Yeah, you tell him, Hunter. Oh, I forgot that they spawn with actions. I thought they were going to spawn empty. Well, that being the case, we actually are going to take a hit here. I could spend heroism clearing this one, but I don't think I actually care that much. If I could clear this one, I totally would do it. Let's just end the turn. How hard do they hit? Considerably harder than Venom, because of course they do.
They're not giving up yet.
Okay, a couple of quick kicks.
Slow even for you, Eddie.
Don't feel too bad about that.
Scarfing down the undead? You're better than this.
We are better. Better than Lilith. Better than you.
So Spider-Man's gonna clean up a couple of these little guys.
You know?
I don't know that it matters hugely whether I'm strengthened, but like, let's go ahead and play it, right?
He is not lost in words.
So let's see what Venom's gonna do. Okay. Not a big deal.
Get this off of me.
That's actually a little annoying because that's the enemy that I was going to quick kick into the binds. Oh, now you remember how to deal damage. What an asshole. Okay. So obviously I would like to quick kick here. We can just use a move to do a normal... Am I going to get range on that? I'm a little worried about the distance. These two are close together. It's going to be way easier to knock them into each other. I think this is going to work.
Pretty brave. I know I wouldn't want to fight us.
For real though, it extremely fucking sucks that Venom hits for almost 400 damage on their turn, but only 80 damage on my turn. It's terrible. It's a terrible waste. I guess I'm gonna heal. This isn't even going to overheal. But I probably need to heal Spider-Man. Or do I just take... Well, I can't quite get the double kill anyway. Yeah, alright. Let's big heal Spider-Man.
The light is on our side.
We'll get a redraw out of it at least.
Do I want to know what was in that?
Okay, cool. Right after I spent my heal. $172 fucking damage. Okay, cool. Cool, great, cool. Very, very good and legitimate cool.
We're stronger as it.
Man, the fact that Spider-Man is a little underdeveloped may end up being a real problem here.
I knew we could do it.
Alright, so the Hunter's not necessarily taking a huge amount of damage here. I need to see some new cards, though. Nope, not that one. Chain Strike is extremely not going to do anything. Well... That's pretty bad now, too. Yeah, the enemy's getting to grow because I forgot about how the bleed effect was going to go. It's really made this pretty fucking ugly.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Alright, so buy me a second on that noise.
How do I get out of this?
Well, at least he protected Spider-Man from the damage of that collision. Okay, that's trickier for sure, because Venom's going to apply bleed during the enemy turn, which is going to dramatically reduce the amount of control that we have over the little dudes.
Somehow the smell is even worse down here.
He's
It's
not
an interesting
eating
design. Alright, so we do that.
Just the boost I needed.
Chain Strike, does it have enough range? It does. Okay, yeah, so we can chain strike for a fair amount of damage here, just clean up a bunch of dudes. It probably makes sense for me to start with a thwip, though, actually. Oh, that is a bleed thwip. Here we go.
Looks like it's up to me.
And I just didn't get the revive that we ordinarily would have gotten for the hunter. I'm not sure why.
Guys, you're in trouble.
Alright, that lets me get some chain striking going. Really, trying to damage him doesn't really do anything, right? We have to get rid of this evolved vampire. And then we can fight through...
Boy, I hope Hydra follows proper concussion protocols.
We can fight through the rest of our enemies on later turns. This gets redrawn because we definitely don't need it. Yep, having more chain strikes and quick kicks is going to be really important. After this card is played, discarded, or redrawn. So we only get the bleed if we actually play it, though, right? I can throw it away to remove the bleed. And then I haven't done my shoulder charge. Just get a little bit more damage here for free. Still at 198, so it wouldn't be worth repositioning for this thing, which is not going to kill you.
My spidey senses are tingling. Remember the old days, Eddie? We had our differences, but were they really as bad as this?
Good or bad, we have had enough of all of you!
I'm really getting through to him today.
So I think we once again focus on not getting hit.
You should have asked Lilith for cooler outfits. Here we go again. You can still run away. I promise we won't chase you.
All right, now we can kill this dude. Right, because I think this with the knockback, yeah. Venom's going to get a proper turn, but I have a charge of resist. The big concern, obviously, is that he might blind me, which I don't really know what to do about. Just let me run back on screen here. Okay. Oh, cool. He can just, yeah, he can...
I knew this wouldn't be easy.
He can kill Spider-Man from full health, which is a real problem. Yeah, and the fact that I was not allowed to get the hunter back up caught me by surprise. So yeah, that's tricky. You really have to prioritize taking down those little vampires, because once they become a big vampire, they become a big problem. That would be less true if the hunter were alive, because she has attacks that can kill them. But using the Mindbender in this situation is basically zero value. So what we probably do is like heal for the cards and stuff.
Walk in the light. How invigorating.
Then we use the heroism that we pulled to just do a thwip.
Like it's up to me. My Greek mythology is a little rusty, but didn't the Hydra originally have 9 heads?
And then I think here we just go ahead and do the wild strike, right? Get this thing down to like half.
You had your chance. Maybe you do not realize the trouble you are in, friend.
Okay, so it goes down pretty easily on the coming turn. 106 is too much. Yeah. All right. We haven't used our shoulder charge yet. I'm willing to like spend a discard for this. So let's drop Holy Burst to let the hunter move to like right here. And I don't think it matters who does the rock thing, but we also got to get rid of this guy. Okay. I am going to spend some redraws before we end the turn as well. Webslinger's fine. Do I want to drop Mindbender? Mindbender on Venom will have Venom kill 2 random vampires. It's probably worth playing next turn. So the question is, what other card would I redraw? And maybe the answer is nothing? Yeah, maybe I'm actually fine with this as my hand.
They're not giving up yet.
Alright.
This is low even for you, Eddie. Moping in the sewers, scarfing down the undead. You're better than this.
So, I really want to web slinger before I played Chain Strike, but I'm a
I
little
meant more on a personal or even spiritual level, you know?
I'm a little concerned about what he's going to do. I think I have to Chain Strike first.
He has not lost his way with words.
Oh shoot, that's the wrong. That was the.
It must be tough losing all the time.
You have to hit the targets you're gonna kill first. That's a huge like I clicked on the wrong thing first because I'm dumb.
Cannot break its hold.
Okay, Venom chose not to take advantage. I do appreciate that. Okay, let's clean that up. That's gotta happen.
Like it hurt.
And then I mean, we just get our card play back by freeing the hunter. But Venom's gonna kill Spider-Man for sure if we do that, but also that probably happens anyway. Yeah, Mindbender is just like a lot less fun than it used to be. I'm thinking maybe I Spidey Sense. The problem is gaining 1 resist. It's so hard to know what value I will get out of gain 1 resist. I'm just going to break her out. I know she's immune to knockback, but I'm still allowed to do it, right? Yeah, okay.
Nothing personal.
We'll just maintain the card play and let's see what's what. Okay, so dead Spider-Man, but not instantly. Pretty close to instantly, though. So I guess we can redraw the Web Slinger. This is not a very good card right now. The next damaging attack. I'm assuming resist will not save us from the bleed. This is something though. And I can even afford to play Web Slinger first. Okay, so dead Spider-Man either way was almost certainly going to be the case.
Easy, but you can't give up yet.
Oh wait, I didn't even realize the hunter's still bound even though the hunter was unbound. Spider-Man, I need your attacks to like do things. I'm gonna need you to fucking step it up a little tiny bit. Yeah, we got a really rough draw here from the beginning, which does not help. do we need to, what I'm thinking here is, do we really need to focus so hard on this? Venom's always going to use his worst attack on the Hemolisk because his good attack involves knockback, and he can't do knockback to this thing because it's inanimate. So he's always going to do garbage damage. Mindbender is not useful right now. Spider-Man's never going to draw a good card. So I'd really, gosh, it would help so much if we could actually get an extra card play here. This is just it's a really, really bad set of cards for the opening turn. We always draw our heal first, I feel like. So we gotta play something that costs, or that gives 2 heroism though, before Venom's first turn, or there's a good chance that we just lose Peter right away. I guess there's a question about whether or not I care. If I were to charge you, I'm wondering if I can get him into a position where I can do a knockback off of the, where I can do quick kick into that thing. I think I would have to spend another move to set it up, but we could try it, right? Like I could go to here, push him into the Hemolisk, and we'll discard, I don't know, Mindbender probably. So push him into like this edge of the Hemolisk, so he's as close to the generator as possible. It might still be too much distance. Yeah, it is. That sucks. This sucks a lot. Gets a little bit of damage on the Hemolisk for free, though. So I definitely then need to play the heal if we're going to try to thwip Venom. But maybe we're not. Maybe I'm gonna Wild Strike and then just Chain Strike it for a little bit more damage. I'm probably gonna do some redrawing, I guess.
How invigorating.
So I think I'm not gonna use the heal. But I think I'm not gonna use the Holy Burst. So we know what's coming up is the hero combo. The way I'm positioned, I can't quick kick Venom into the Hunter, which is a real shame. Just Chain Strike this for, I mean, these both do 92 damage in this situation. Does it matter much which one I do? And then Venom goes off. Gosh. Kind of want to just draw 2 cards right now, honestly.
Looks like it's up to me. Nice. Let's do this.
So Web Slinger's free. It'll make Venom fire his turn. Let's see what he does. Does it make Venom fire his turn and it desyncs us from the Hemolisk, which is really important. If Venom doesn't actually kill either of our characters,
How do I get out of this?
then that gives us some possibilities. Although, Jesus. Right, I've literally every card in my hand is a Spider-Man card. No, that just ends our turn. I mean, that's not so bad.
This is not over yet.
We get a Blade Storm and then I just overdrive because I literally have to.
This shall be of great help.
This is really bad. Let's redraw off of this. Yeah, that's an improvement. Really want to position that a little bit differently, but I think that's the right play. We position that differently, let the new vampires spawn. And then we Blade Storm somewhere over here. So like I use a move, just normal move to here. What I'm thinking is it's quick slash into Thwip, right? So we don't have to deal with Venom's turn.
You are too weak for this fight.
They'll spawn some zombies, which is fine. The Dark Incubation, I think, is not quite lethal here, but we're going to probably Blade Storm the area, so it's fine.
Leave some for the rest of us.
So I can't quite... I'm trying so hard to get all three of the zombies, and also, yeah, there it is. But I guess I'm working really hard to make that work when I could just chain strike through all of that, right? Yeah, why even bother? Although, actually, the play is probably more like this. And then we can just quick kick something into a wall or whatever. Here, I suppose.
Oh, I don't get mad. I get
It's like, why spend all the heroism?
I would say that qualifies as amazing.
And then I could really use some different cards. Yeah, I mean, I definitely need different cards. I don't think Blade Storm makes sense here. Okay, a Thwip is a pretty good draw.
This one's for you. Nothing personal, but I think you're out of your league here.
Gives me a little bit of time to sort things out. Now I am out of plays and stuff. Spider-Man is going to get hit by this vampire in a way that's going to cause the vampire to evolve, and there's nothing I can do about it. Doesn't quite reach. And I've spent all of my everything, sadly.
Hey, that hurt!
Oh, okay, the vampire doesn't do the bleed on its own, though. Never mind, everything's fine. Did I get my chain strike bleed? No, then we chain strike our way out of
Across
this.
the city, but this is really getting gross.
The smell is even worse down here.
Do I want to leave one of
Not
them
eating
up?
roses.
Because we're gonna... Having the ability to conceal the hunter is definitely interesting. I mean, we're kind of all in on the damn thwips, though, unfortunately. Yeah, so I think the Wild Strike that just draws a card is probably not actually something we want right now. This gets me a redraw, which is probably a thing that we want to use. I can knock it into Spider-Man and draw us an extra card.
Your mother abandons you.
Okay. So Bladestorm these nerds. Is there a way to catch... Yeah, there it is. Catch Venom into the electricity. And this will draw me a couple of cards to work with.
There is no escape.
So that's how you wound up in the history books.
He's having a rough go of it. That's a shame. Spider-Man can get him for bonus damage, but once I thwip, Spider-Man will have moved to a position where that's no longer true. Well, whatever. I should do the thwip. We know we want it.
This would be a lot easier if you guys just give up now.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and heal myself.
Behold the light's gift.
So that we don't lose the hunter on a single bad draw. And then we are out of stuff. Redrawing. Probably the quick kick. We probably don't need that. We can clean up the normal zombies with chain strikes. And then, yeah, we have like big attacks for other stuff. And I think I do want to hold on to hero combo, actually. Show me something real good. We'll redraw that, but we'll use a free redraw next turn. Is Venom in bounce range?
Remember the old days, Eddie? We had our differences, but were they really as bad as this?
Okay, yeah, definitely want to pick this up.
We have had enough of all of you!
Getting pretty today. Probably best if you stay down.
Yeah, right? Always.
I'm on. You must be pretty brave. I know I wouldn't want to fight us.
Alright, so these things do only 90 damage. Like, positioning well to take advantage of the webbed up is only gaining us 45 damage. I don't know that it's worth spending the move on. Well, I mean, I still have to hit him with it. But, like, just body checking him into the wall is worth something too, right? It's a little bit better if I reposition to use a vault on him, which I think is actually a very reasonable thing to do. And I'm going to redraw off the Holy Burst too. Like I said, I don't see a situation where we want that. Let's do this too, just to burn the bleed more than anything else. All right. So if we position for this, we can spend one heroism pretty efficiently. I don't really have a good non-melee damage attack to use next, and I don't want to give him a free bind. We're not going to get this hero combo off. Let's just go ahead and reroll that. Well, I might just end the turn, actually. I guess Holy Burst will clear the symbiote bond. Spider-Man's already at full, so it's just a really inefficient way of clearing symbiote skin. But it does put us at 0 heroism, which means that Venom gets to, for sure, attack. I think I just end the turn. because we want to have a chance to draw
I appreciate your attempts to talk him down. I would settle for a knockout.
into a thwip or something.
I'm not sure which is tougher, but we'll get to him either way.
Okay, so I am trying to draw for the thwip right now. Let's drop the Holy Burst. Playing the Spider Sense probably makes sense. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Here we go again. Right, I'm feeling it.
Yeah, because like the only thing in the universe that matters is finding the thwip at the moment.
Oh, this should be good.
You want to completely stay on top of this because if he ever gets a turn, he's going to kill somebody.
Rusty, but didn't the Hydra originally have
This
nine
fight
heads?
feels so much more like fighting a big brute enemy than that fight against the Incredible Hulk did. It's actually like wild how different the effectiveness is, the different like the vibe of it. Yeah, may as well.
Take that.
Doing a pretty good job this turn of maintaining our heroism, even though we're playing thwips. And dude is at 900 HP now, so we can just burn him down. Next turn, like Blade Storm, Wild Strike gets us where we're going. And we can probably rig that up in such a way that it kills the zombies too. So I think I'm probably not actually interested in redrawing anything here. Last Sight, I guess, is less interesting. Yeah, let's drop that. Okay.
The more the merrier.
I should probably just take this. Right, just to generate a point of heroism for totally free. Well, except... hold on. Can I... So I can just bounce him off of the stunner over there. I should do that. Because otherwise he's gonna catch me.
Whoa, I've never seen anything like that.
Alright, he's gonna have some feelings about that one. And then... that puts him to 213. I think I have to let the zombies... Oh, what am I talking about? No, I don't. Never mind. I'm being silly. It's like, I think I have to let the zombies live. But no, Spider-Man can just do a normal shoulder charge for the kill.
I see not much has changed among the worlds.
Yeah, you get your symbiote skin, but it doesn't matter because you're dead.
Feel my call.
And I did that in the order that draws us an extra card instead of making her concealed, because that obviously would not be super valuable. Okay, there we go.
Ooh, that really looked like it hurt.
Just like exhibiting a little bit of control, you know? Let's dig for some cards that are going to make Venom sad. There we go. I'll drop this too. Looking for something to play this Obsidian Collar on. Okay, I
You should have
think
brought more help.
she's positioned for the Quick Slash. Cool. Okay, that didn't make any sense at all,
Once
but
again,
fine.
will its servants fall.
And guess what, Venom? It still is really like, it's very excited to grab the camera and drag it away from where I had it pointed, which is very annoying.
Centuries ago.
All right, I think he's just kind of in the perfect spot to hit him with this thing now. Provided that I can do so. I think this is heal time. Hold on, let me drop the Mindbender. Okay, maybe it's Spider Sense time, actually.
I'm on it. This should help.
Hell yes, Thwip is exactly what I was looking for. Because while he's fast, we can take advantage of this, get a nice big damage boost from kicking him into the wall with it.
For the servants of Lilith.
And then just Thwip to end the turn, which rules. And these are the same? Yeah.
I am impressed.
Alright. Heading toward that big burst of damage that's going to put him on his ass eventually. I probably want to hold on to the other Thwip. I don't trust that we'll be able to play hero combo. Okay, last sight's fine, I suppose. Oh, he's, we haven't shoulder charged. Definitely should just knock him into something. I feel like we have pretty good control here.
Lilith must be desperate if these are her best.
Alright, so I do need to pick up 2 points of heroism. That could be me last sighting one of these nerds, or it could just be a heal for a bunch of cards. They're far enough apart that I am a little worried about them potentially surviving, like being a little hard to take down. I guess Chain Strike's going to cover it. But do I want to be Chain Striking them? No, I don't really. Alright, I think I'm going to last sight one of them. Don't think that it matters particularly who. I guess Spider-Man's got a couple points of resist on him. He might need both of them, though. Yeah, let's last sight one of these guys to generate 2 arrows.
Return to your mother.
So that we can Thwip. Because under no circumstances is Venom allowed a turn.
I promise we won't chase you.
And then from here, I'm wondering, can we hit him into... No, he is not close enough to any garbage. So we are probably going to have to use an ability. Or I could just let him... Yeah, or I could just not, right? Like, it's totally fine to just pass the turn here. He doesn't get a turn. And then Chain Strike cleans up 3 zombies just as easily as 2. I'm probably not going to use Holy Burst. Let me pull some cards here. Okay, the other Wild Strike. That's pretty interesting. So I need a Thwip. I need something to let me reset Venom. And then we just Obsidian Collar, do both the Wild Strikes, and win. So I think I'm just going to redraw off my heal. Heal is so good at finding stuff. Yeah, I'm going to cast the heal. I think there's a... This is going to unstealth me, right?
The light will heal you.
So that's a little bit of a bummer.
Do I want to know what was in that?
And then, yeah, I definitely want to just be, like, dropping stuff looking for that Thwip. There's no reason to push for more redraws this turn, though. Is her position any better for... I can knock him into the... Oh, wait, there's like a... Yeah, there's a rock over here. But she can get him against that Spider-Man couldn't, for whatever reason. Because I don't want to spend this. We might need this to reset Venom. But I think we're good.
Guess we're not done.
Okay.
It is good to be back in the fight.
So the trick with Thwip here is that Obsidian Collar is free, but it's still a card play. So when I do it, he's gonna lose a card from his counter. He can't one-shot the hunter, he can two-shot her though. And he does get to attack twice. So it's really dangerous for the wild strikes. Gosh. I'm actually thinking maybe the thing we need to do right now is just play the Obsidian Collar and see what he does. If he binds the hunter, that's a huge problem. But if he doesn't bind the hunter, we just win. Right, because this will be 850 plus... Yeah, I play 2 cards on him and he dies before he gets his turn. If he binds the hunter, we can like quick kick the bind out and stuff, but it's not... It's problematic, potentially. All right, I'm gonna sift a little bit more. We don't need to make the guess yet. So we found the Thwip. If I Thwip him now, Obsidian Collar plus something sets him off again. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this. We're going to.
This one's for you.
Now that was something.
We're gonna do this because this lets me kill the zombies before he gets his turn. So we're less likely. I don't know if we're going to have to still deal with the zombies after he goes down. The missions are very inconsistent on that. So what I want to do now is Chain Strike to clean up all the enemies. And then we Obsidian Collar and we figure things out from there.
Centuries ago.
I don't love the symbiote skin. But I guess we're giving him a turn intentionally, so we're burning it.
This shall be of great help.
I don't like this. Yep, he's binding her. That sucks.
That thing has me trapped.
Okay, and then he's gonna explode. Okay. That's really not a big deal. We could go digging for... I mean, what I would be digging for is Quick Kick, unfortunately. Let's just do this and call it.
Looks like it's up to me. That armor must be stronger than it looks. Otherwise, you're in trouble.
All right, we get one more card play. And once again, we are hoping to draw Thwip. This time, Thwip actually kills him.
Is that everyone?
So let me drop the Blade Storm. We're definitely not Blade Storming. Definitely not Holy Bursting. Definitely not Hero Comboing. And definitely, well, heal might happen. I'm going to drop the Spider Sense because we can't afford the card play right now. Okay. This is kind of bad news, right? So I can't really... The card we spend here has to be Spider-Man's Quick Kick. Because I can't have her... Do we know... I don't 100% know how this is going to work. Is the Spike Bomb his whole turn? I don't know. I'm just gonna have Spider-Man move to a position where he can get this quick kick with a kill. We're gonna let Venom take another turn, and then we're gonna blow him up with the Hunter. I'm hoping the spike bomb will just be his whole turn.
It must be tough losing all the time. For like decades.
Nothing else? Nothing else? Okay, that's fine. You can do that. Alright, let's fuck him up.
You had to. Ooh, I like it.
That's really tricky. I was so nervous to leave the Hunter in a vulnerable state at any time when he had an attack because of the fact that he could theoretically have hit her for like 600, maybe 650-ish damage.
Demon energy from every pore. Don't lose it, pal. Either of you. He is lost. One mercy remains.
Ah, yes. The elimination of one tormented soul for the good of many. Oh, but humans do love a moral dilemma. The umami of an otherwise flavorless existence.
Mephisto. Gesundheit. Nice mullet. Go to hell.
There's nowhere I would rather be, but I've come on business. So let's make a deal.
Is this one of those fiddle at the crossroads scenarios, or no deal?
My terms are as follows. I spare Venom. I cure the symbiote of Lilith's demonic touch. I end the blood fever he's given himself, gorging on curdled vampire bile. I retch a little thinking of it.
I said, no deal.
Now hold on a second, hear him out.
And I ask but one inconsequential thing in return. Stop the vampire uprising. The undead are bad for business.
So you cure Eddie and we keep doing what we've been doing?
Yes. Wipe them out. Remove every trace of their foul scourge from the earth. Then I will cure this pathetic creature forever.
For the last time, no. Hold up. Give me the fine print.
Nothing much. The usual. If you should fail, you'll discover something far more threatening than the undead, namely yours truly, etc., immortal soul, yada yada.
This is a bad idea. This or he dies? We don't have much of a choice. I'm in.
Good. Just sign there and there. You may feel a little steep.
Bad food. We will destroy you, bad food.
Go get him, Ed. We should follow.
You do have a vampire war to wage. Oh, and Peter, I'll see you around.
How did he know my... Huh.
You know, as long as finishing the Vampire Uprising off dooms us in some other way, that's a really good Mephisto deal, because it seems just like a little too good, a little too tempting to be true. I really think the game's writing is massively improved in these post-game sequences so far.
Right, Eddie?
We feel
Also, look at him! Look at him, he's so cool! Alright, what's your deal?
we will spare.
Next thing, does not consume Ravenous.
Hey, that's progress.
Okay, so Venom's attack and heroic abilities generally consume Ravenous.
That is progress.
Starts every encounter with full Ravenous, gains one at the start of every turn. Okay, that's interesting. So we got to break a bunch of stuff here. That is not a normal Hemolisk, right? No, I guess it's... It doesn't have any weird debuffs on it or anything. It's just white for some reason. Okay, well... So Ravenous just goes up over time. It goes down when we play cards. So I can absolutely have Venom, you know, body check a nerd to death or whatever. Like this. This seems like a good thing to do. I guess actually the better play would have been to hit that guy into the thing, but, you know. We only have so many tools. Is there a version of this where I could possibly knock you into this thing? It's probably too far away, right? Yeah. I was thinking about like the quick slash. How are we going to manage this? Because this looks like it's going to be really ugly, right? There sure are a lot of these fucking things alive. Well, I do think we're going to have to... I'm not going to get anywhere near lethal off of that. Can I hit this into the Hemolisk at least? Is that better than drawing a card by hitting it into a hero? I don't know. Maybe. That's pretty free and it gets us a heroism.
Run while you still can.
And then she is now in a position to just exterminate them without spending a heroism. Oh wait, I already used my shoulder charge. Never mind. We also could do that with Spider-Man if we draw a quick kick or whatever. Might be a good idea to save the heroism instead. I think I'm gonna Mindbender one of these two up here. Just try to cut down on the number of elite vampires we're looking at. I think if I Mindbender this one, this guy is for sure his closest target. And obviously we have to kill the Hemolisks, but I want to get the elite vampires off the table quickly. Oh hey, my swords are working. It was just like the fog of that area was messing with my particle effects. Okay, good shit. So I could Obsidian Collar and Last Sight that guy out. And then somebody can spend 1 point of heroism to pick this up. It's not terrible. We haven't done any redrawing. Let me redraw off this heal. Ooh, Tasty Brains. Hell yeah, that is a good base damage. Well, part of what I'm thinking here is if we can draw our way into, I'm gonna drop the Tendril Strike as well. If we can draw our way into one of our big hunter cards, I might just blow up a Hemolisk with it. Okay, no such luck. Well, doing this will put us on 5 heroism. We'll still be able to Tasty Brains something pretty serious. It won't quite be lethal. Oh no, it'll be lethal on that guy. Yeah, okay, so let's... Obsidian Collar doesn't double Last Sight to lethal on that dude, though. That's a shame. And he's out of range for the rock. Yeah, I really don't want him to live. Yeah, that's a real shame that this dude just is going to just like very narrowly survive the turn. And does he tend to lifesteal? I don't think so. Okay, well, whatever. I'm going to go ahead and take this.
Welcome assistance.
Let's drop this guy.
Your face. Was that truly your best?
And then I think I am going to just go ahead and throw the Tasty Brains here. Lose a point of Ravenous, immediately regain it. Well, if I play another card, we're going to Hemolisk. Maybe I want to do that at the beginning of the next turn. Maybe we don't play another card. Just run over and hit this real quick. Yeah, that's probably right. Okay.
This is the worst headache Eddie ever had. We need a nap.
All right,
Forgot what you were
so
like before Lilith got in your head. I kind of missed it.
It's your fault Lilith got in our head to begin with.
just not very exciting.
Is that really what you
Let's
think?
look for
Never
something a
wanted
little
that.
bit more interesting.
Trying to keep you from eating my neighbors.
That's not too bad. I think I want to hold the Chain Strike. We're gonna have a good chance to use it.
Us hungry.
Well, that is kind of my job.
Web Toss is fun. Yeah, knockback in any direction is actually really cool. All right.
This is a serious predicament.
So that'll fire the first Hemolisk. And then we can have Spider-Man Chain Strike these guys down to fire the second Hemolisk and just try to, maintain control from there. Ooh, unless I draw Blade Storm and we do that to fire the other Hemolisk. That could be fun. It does suck that I can't quite catch everybody, though. Maybe? Maybe? No, definitely not. Is there a way to do this that actually... No, it just doesn't make any sense. Let's do it the very good but slightly less fun way.
Late to run now.
Chain Strike's pretty fucking good once you...
It is
Once you
almost
get the
graceful
upgrades
the
in.
way you swing through the air like that.
Hunter with the absolute cruelest burns. Alright. This is probably where we're doing our Blade Storm. Is that guy within range of the... Yeah, okay. So we could leave this dude alive if it makes things easier. Can I get both of you? Or you... No, you are just too far apart. Well, that's inconvenient. Can I hit these ones in a direction that's going to be valuable to me? Mostly my question is, can I make that guy collide with the other one who's still going to be alive? Yes. Can I do so without losing... I lose damage on the Hemolisk if I do that. That's fine.
It is time.
I'd rather have the Hemolisk.
That's a big move.
Okay. And then... I see no reason to let this thing get an attack off.
Maybe put some ice on that. You'll feel better.
All right, I'm feeling way, way, way more in control of this fight now. I think we just pass.
These new breed vampires have little sense of self-preservation, even facing...
Beast, creature, what were you going to say?
New ally of ours?
We don't believe you.
All right, I guess it doesn't really matter who I hit here.
No mercy! Servants of Lilith. Lilith will be disappointed.
right, we did learn a lesson about eating the vampires, though,
I think
right?
that's the last of them. And
I
not
hope.
a moment too soon.
Venom's not a big learner. He doesn't feel to me like a...
Is that Eddie?
Well, this is awkward.
You are the man in the monster.
Something like that.
So, you okay, Eddie?
Blood! It's kidding, little joke. No, I come in peace.
For once.
Really? New kids got to get in on this too? Hey, by the way, you're killing it out there. Respect.
Thank you. Not my first vampire war.
Eddie, are you yourself again?
Well, you mean, are we ourselves? Yeah, Lilith. She made us a monster. We did awful things. You know that's not who we are, right?
Of course.
So I'm sitting here, well, in there, and thinking... I saw what you did for me. So, how about we put aside all our, you know, personal stuff?
Okay.
No, not forever. Just until this whole messed up vampire situation is figured out. Till all the innocent people are safe. I mean, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah. I don't know.
Works for me.
Shake on it. Oh. Wait a sec. Put her there, partner.
I'm there, partner.
Welcome to the Midnight Suns?
The entry criteria are getting lower and lower all the time. It's fine, whatever. Somehow that's a 2-star still. I'm very excited about Venom. I am definitely having a little bit of a little kid reaction to getting to play with Venom. I think we're pretty close to the end of the game, and it seems to me like it's probably going to be too late for us to really push our friendship with Eddie Brock very far. But I would like to see a developed Venom. So I might try it anyway. There's only so much we can do, unfortunately. You can't really like just jam through it. We can probably force the first level or two, but we're not like going to see his legendary card or anything without a huge amount of grinding. Eddie just didn't come back with us? I feel like we should have brought him back with us. Also, shop classes tonight. Also, this episode has been a million years long. All right, hold on. We're gonna stop. Okay, we don't get Eddie in our menu until we have done the conversation. I was gonna look at his other cards that we didn't see yet, but we'll get to it. This is all stuff we'll get to. I really need to call it here for the day. That got way longer than I was expecting, especially after figuring out that we weren't going to do the proper story mission. But we're here. We made it. Thank you all so much for watching. When y'all come back next time, the world needs saving or whatever. We're going to be putting a lot of focus and emphasis on what's Eddie Brock up to? How does Eddie Brock feel? And we'll get to the other stuff when we get to it. We'll see you then.